the tribunal miss an opportunity to send a stronger message to the competition on head-high contact on Tuesday night?
Oh no, I think it was done professionally, and I think most people who actually in the media that put a number out there were pretty close to the end result. So that's pretty consistent with what has happened in the game.
You were satisfied with that result?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's really, these are things for the game, not me as coach. I mean, it's about eliminating it from the game. So it could have been us on the receiving end, it could have been anybody. So once the action stopped, it's all about Steph's welfare for us from the game forward. It has nothing to do with us at all, apart from that. Other than that,
how's he going in respect for this weekend?
Yeah, terrific. He's in good spirits. He's just got to get through the training session today. Then I'll find out more how he's pulled up from that. With concussions, it's not only passing the testing, which he's done twice. You have to get through the physical element and sort of not get headaches and things like that, which he hasn't had to date. But this is probably one of the biggest workloads he'll do, and if he gets through that, I can't see a reason why he won't play.
What about Rocky? It's the same boat he has to get through today to play?
Well, he did 12 Ks on Monday, so you would have thought if you can do that, it's near game loads. After the 2 days after the game, it would be unlikely he misses unless he has a reoccurrence.
How much of a boost is the Q Clash win? Leppa that showed that the players have really bought into the game plan, and it shows them that it works when they execute it, doesn't it?
Oh no, I think our guys have been really receptive to what we're doing, and I think we've done it really well over the first month. Our accuracy's probably cost us, the win-losses we need, and we've played some very good opposition. If you look at the ladder, that's all the teams we've played, and Sydney's who we play next week. So in the first 6 weeks, we'll play the 6 best teams of this year. So we've had some challenges there. So I'm wrapped even more so that we're scoring shots are above AFL average, and we're having a crack at giving us a chance to win the way we're playing. So I'm really pleased with that, given the tough opposition we've played.
Do you derive some comfort or frustration from that? I think I asked a couple of weeks ago, look, you're not actually that far away in terms of the opportunities that you're creating, and that's against better opposition as well.
Yeah, that should be the catch cry for AFL coaches, comfort or frustration. They're the two things you feel, is that things are going comfortably and well and everyone's on the same page, or the frustration that it's just a bit off, and then most times it's not any one particular fault, it's just a matter of might need continual training or education, whatever it is, but they're always the emotions that come through as coaching, and at the moment a really settled group, really courageous win on the weekend, and a group that's committed.
How much do you reckon the skill side of things can actually be improved by coaches?
A lot. I mean, we have skill development stuff we do. Often though, that's the bit that takes the longest, because it can be mental. It can be the reason you turn the ball over, which we're the worst at. Thanks for telling everyone that, Michael. That we, it can be, do you see the right option, or is the option there and I just missed the kick? So it's one or the other, and the older you get, you tend to not make the decision-making errors, but you can make kicking errors. But I would have thought most kicking errors is based on it's made the wrong choice. There's too many defenders in a particular area and you kick the ball in that particular area.
Can you replicate that sort of game day pressure in those areas at training to try and work on that, or is it a mental thing? Or is
not 90% of it, yeah, but the bit on the weekend, like we can't simulate Etihad Stadium with 25,000 opposition supporters yelling at us. We can't. Experience tends to prepare you for that. I don't think we're going to get it down here at Cooperoo. So we have to just be mentally prepared that that's what's going to happen and the crowd's going to be against us, unlike the Gabba last week where they're all for us, and it's easily to get emotionally up when the crowd's on your side. We have to overcome that, even as much as our Fitzroy and their supporters down in Melbourne are fantastic. We'll tend to be outnumbered this week in that area.
But I guess the skill side of it, is it a mental thing on game day, the bit of pressure versus what you're seeing at training? Do you see a difference?
No, that's probably a pressure difference with the kicking. Goal kicking is definitely the mental component, but the field kicking is as much the pressure on the day and a bit of fatigue. Sometimes, if you're fatigued, you make the errors as well.
Coaches have tried in the past. I think I remember some stories where the players have put in headphones during training to try with crowd noise or something like that.
Yeah, and we're trying our own things at the moment, some different things as well. You still have to have your shots. There's so many theories flying around with goal kicking about, do you practice just kicking goals, so kick from the top of the square and just get used to success, or do you try the hardest shots, or do we use external things to help us, external sports that golf's always been a good analogy with putting and driving. It's as much a mindset than it is the skill itself. So, yeah, we're trying all sorts of things.
What's the most different thing that you've tried?
Most different thing.
Most out there for
Well, we've got our goal kicking routine plastered on our yellow men out there, so the guys remember every time what that is. We've also got Ben Hudson's looking to some golf pros and some of the things they do and mindset stuff what they have going into what they do. It's the same in golf. You can stare down the whole fairway or you can stare down a spot. So some of the similar analogies there, they can help.
It looks like it's contagious out there, Leppa, because some of your better guys then start missing shots as well.
Oh, it is. When the first guy misses, the second guy's on twice as much pressure, and then when he misses the third guy's, it just keeps going up, and by the eighth guy, he just doesn't even want the ball. So that's the way it works, and nothing's changed in 100 years of footy there. And what's going to have to happen this week is the first guy's just got to kick the goal, really, and settle us down. And it's normally the set shot more than the running shot, but yeah, it's really important that we finish off the good work we're doing.
You have a springboard this weekend, Leppa, off the win on the weekend, and sort of keep moving up.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you want to win every game you play. I mean, no one goes into a game thinking, I hope we're just competitive. I mean, every week I go into the game and think, geez, we can beat these guys. Like, you watch the opposition's vision, you watch your own, you look at your positives in some of the areas you can potentially get your opposition, and you try and build a case for your players, and that's what every week's about. So by the end, I think as coaches, we all convince each other that we're going to win this game, because you've seen it, but it's not as easy out there for the players to execute at times. And we hope that all the controllables go our way this week, and we focus on those and do those, and not let the uncontrollables bother us.
Like the goal kicking, the first guy gets the first one. It's sort of like the win on the weekend. You get the first win, get the second one, sort of keep that ball rolling.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Look, but you mentioned with Steph, we'll see how he is. Will it be like almost a game time decision, or?
Oh no, I should know this afternoon whether he's right to go. It won't be. The docs will rule him in or out after the session.
Is he pushing for it though? Is he?
Oh yeah. I mean, all week he's like, I'm fine. He's doing his uni at the moment. He's sitting in a courtroom at the moment at murder trial. So he actually spent all Monday actually in the courtroom studying. So I mean, that's a good sign that mentally he's with it at the moment and he's okay.
Just on the goal scoring opportunities that the side's creating, Leppa, and we know that high scoring's been a feature of the year so far. Last year the Lions were really struggling to score. What's made the biggest difference this season in terms of creating those opportunities?
That's a good question. Probably finishing off our work first and foremost. I think a few different things. I think we've got confidence in our key forwards as well this season. Both Shaq and Walks weren't here last year. And I just even noticed in the last quarter, if you go back on the tape, just a few efforts just for Josh, they're both Josh's, but to get a hand in and bring it to ground. I think our guys have confidence to kick it to our keys this season now that we've got a couple of good ones there. So it's straightened us up a little bit, and we haven't overpossessed the ball as much. I think that's been a help.
So neither of those guys need to necessarily take a game by the scruff of the neck by themselves in order to be able to create opportunities for other players.
We've got the small forwards that if we can get second chance goals at our footy club, because we've got the smalls there. So we just have to provide the opportunities for our smalls to get into play, and if we keep getting outmarked by the opposition in our front half of the ground, they're not going to get the opportunities, the small. So we've been getting that, and our mids are confident to deliver the ball in, and our smalls are getting the opportunities as well.